Hey, welcome to my beginner's guide to Palia. Palia is a free-to-play MMO cozy game, all about gathering, crafting, and decorating, while exploring and unraveling the mysteries of its world and its people. Keeping company with games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, Palia is a great option for any gamer looking to relax while wrapped in a warm blanket. With the open beta starting soon, I thought I'd share some of the basics I learned during my time in the closed beta. In the description and pinned comment are timestamps for all the major sections of the video. The bread and butter of Palia and most survival crafting games is gathering. You're going to need resources to build and furnish the house of your dreams, and that's where your tools come in. The axe chops wood, which in the beginning you're going to need a lot of. At the start, you're going to want to look out for all these little sapling trees, as you can't chop the larger ones down until you craft your first upgrade. The pick helps break up any stone or copper deposits that you find. They usually spawn near the edges of mountains, and often you can find the deposits while climbing to the many plateaus around the map. You want to go fishing, pull out your fishing rod. You're going to want to look out for bubbles in bodies of water, and then cast your line. Once the fish nibbles a few times, you'll get a big bite, and then you'll have to click and move your mouse to keep the fish inside of the green circle until you reel it all the way in for a catch. Bow is used to hunt the wildlife for meat and pelts. The little chappas are one hit and a great source of meat for early cooking, while the sernuk take 2 hits and have a chance to drop antlers, which are a great early source of money. Smoke bombs can be thrown at bugs to capture them. As tempting as it is to throw all 100 at the bug right away, that does not capture it faster. Just throw one smoke bomb, wait to see if the bug moves again, and if it does, throw another until you capture it. Look out for bugs that sparkle. Those are going to be a gold star, which you can either display in your house or sell for extra gold. Once you get your first farming plot from Badru, you can place it down and start your garden. This is where your last 2 tools come in. The hoe will till your plot and make it ready for planting. Sometimes while tilling, you can even uncover items. Once you've tilled your plot, just equip the seeds you want to plant and place them down in the section of your choice. Different plants will have different bonuses, which apply to the plants next to them, so make sure you grow a diverse crop to take advantage of this system. Now that all your seeds are planted, all that's left is to water them with your watering can. Simply walk over the plot and fill each bar until you've got a happy little garden. Plants need to be watered once per day to continue growing, and the soil resets every in-game day at 6 AM. Now that we've got some resources, let's use them. The crafting station is where you'll be doing all your crafting in Palia. Here you can make basic equipment like arrows and smoke bombs, as well as furniture, tool upgrades, and refiners. Cooking in Palia starts out simple. You craft a campfire and you can grill all that choppa meat you've been hoarding. Eating isn't required, but when you do, it fills a focus bar, which gives you an experience bonus to any skills that you are currently using. So having a full belly is definitely recommended. Once you've leveled up your cooking skill enough, you get access to more complicated recipes, which will require you to build a proper kitchen. Once you've progressed your various gathering skills, you'll get access to refiners, the main ones at the start being the sawmill and the smelter. The sawmill will process your sapwood into planks, and the smelter will turn your clay, stone, and copper into bricks and ingots. Refined ingredients are used a lot as you craft new tools and progress, so it's always best practice to try to keep your refiners full and working, as the process does take a bit of IRL time. I've mentioned skills unlocking recipes a lot in the last few sections, so let's go over them. In Palia, you have 8 skills. Each skill has a corresponding NPC that will sell you new recipes as you level. Skills are leveled by using them. For example, every time you cut a tree or pick a wild gatherable, you gain foraging experience. For every chappa you snipe, you gain hunting experience, and so on. The foraging NPC is Ashura, the innkeeper. He can usually be found at the inn at the center of town. Reth is the cooking skill NPC, and he's usually behind the bar at the inn, making lettuce soup. Ani is the bug catching NPC, and can usually be found at the center of town. Tish is the furniture making NPC and is normally at her furniture store, right at the entrance of the village. Badru is the farming NPC and is usually found at his farm on the far side of the village or enjoying a pint at the inn. Einar is the fishing NPC and also the best boy. He can be found at the dock in the middle of Fisherman's Lagoon. Hodari is the mining NPC, and is usually the hardest to track down, due to him mainly spending his time in Bahari Bay, although sometimes he makes trips to town. Halcyon is the hunting NPC. He can sometimes be found on the back porch of the inn, with Ani, although he's more often just wandering around the map. If you have a hard time finding this NPC or any of them, remember that their live locations are always being tracked on your map. Right when you start Palia, you'll begin the main quest with Gina. She can be considered the main quest NPC. Following her quest is how you eventually unlock the glider. All the other villagers will also give you quests as you progress through the game and as you get to know them. Talking to and forming friendships with the various villagers is a big part of Palia. Each character can be talked to once per day for +5 renown and a little bump to your relationship with them. You can also give them gifts to speed up this process. Luckily, if a villager doesn't like a gift, they'll simply refuse it and ask you to try again. Once you become better friends with a villager, you can ask them what they'd like that week, which, if fulfilled, will greatly boost your relationship with them. The best part of any cozy game is building the cottagecore house of your dreams, and Palia has a few ways to really customize the initial plot that you're gifted. One of the first upgrades will be going from a tent to a proper house, which will require you to make 100 planks and 35 stone bricks, so better get those refiners running. Once you've got your house built, you've got a couple options for expansion. To expand the land, you gotta go down to City Hall and get some writs, which cost renown. Once you've got one, you just click on the square you want to unlock, and unlock it. You can also expand your house once you save up enough gold by building hallways and different rooms. If you find yourself lacking refiners, or just want to turn your plot of land into your own personal factory, then you can buy additional crafting licenses from City Hall. Each one allows you to place one additional refiner. Palia, while being totally playable solo, is best experienced as a social game. That being said, the current social UI and system can be a little confusing, so here's a quick rundown. To add a friend, just search their name and they'll pop up to add. To party up with them, just hit the little plus on the friends list and voila, you're in a party. Now here's the tricky part. To play with your friend in the overworld, you've got to get into the same server as them. To do that, make sure you guys are on the same map and then invite them to a server sync with the little refresh icon and... Visiting your friend's plot is as simple as going to the sign on your plot, clicking their name, and voila, you're there. Certain gatherables and activities are only doable with groups, like chopping flow trees, which regenerate health faster than a single person can deal damage. Fishing is also better together, since you gain a small buff when fishing by other players. Be sure to keep an eye on your server chat, as other players often call out these group events and their location. Who knows, you might even make some new friends. Need money? Hunting is profitable, since you can sell all the meat and pelts for a good combined haul. Fishing can be an excellent source of money, as a lot of gold star fish have really high values. Farming, while initially seeming unprofitable with the price of seeds, can become really profitable once you have the seed maker, and really becomes a money printer once you get a couple plots going. Okay, that's everything I've got. If you've got any tips, feel free to share them in the comments below. No, go play the game, it rips. The open beta starts tomorrow, and if you haven't signed up yet, I've got my referral link in the description below, as well as a cute photo of one of my cats. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Big kiss. Mwah.